A long time ago, in a growing land called America, the nights were quiet, and the stars shined a little brighter than they do today. In this land lived 13 small colonies, each one like a village with its own favorite foods, songs, and ways of doing things. But even though the colonies worked hard every day, they felt something wasn't quite right. Someone far away, a king across the ocean, kept making rules for them, even though he didn't live there. The people whispered to each other, "We want to make our own decisions, we want to be free." One warm summer night in July, a group of wise and brave leaders gathered in a big hall in Philadelphia. Among them was a tall, thoughtful man named Thomas Jefferson. He carried a quill pen, a bottle of ink, and a head full of ideas that sparkled like fireflies. The room was hot, the candles flickered, and papers rustled as the men spoke. But Thomas was quiet. He was thinking about freedom, fairness, and the future. That night, he walked outside for fresh air. The moon glowed above him like a silver lantern. Suddenly, as if sensing his thoughts, the stars twinkled brighter. Thomas looked up. "Mr. Jefferson," the stars seemed to whisper, "write what the people feel in their hearts." So he sat at his wooden desk, dipped his quill, and began to write. He wrote about rights, special gifts everyone is born with. He wrote about life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. He wrote what the colonies had been longing to say: we should be free to govern ourselves. All through the night, his quill scratched softly across the paper, like a lullaby of freedom. By morning, he carried the paper back into the hall. The men read it, they nodded, some smiled, some cried quietly, because they knew this wasn't just a letter, it was the beginning of something new. On July 4, 1776, the colonies agreed they would stand together. They would be a new nation. They would call it the United States of America. Outside, children played in the sunshine, not knowing the world had just changed. Birds swooped through the sky as if celebrating. And somewhere far above, the stars shone proudly, knowing they had helped guide the way. That night, as families gathered under the glowing sky, parents whispered to their children, "Today, we chose freedom, and freedom will help light your future." And from that day on, the stars in America seemed to sparkle just a little more, reminding everyone that courage, hope, and the dream of freedom can brighten even the darkest nights. Good night, and may your dreams shine as brightly as those stars.